EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He finds an opening past the 40, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
2 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there from McCaffrey. 51 yards on the ground.
At the 33-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
No. Slam. Check. Crunch. Check 52.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the carry.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Panther.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 22.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check your hot read.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Come off the ball, huh?
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Jermaine Carter.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards there on a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Gain of 20. First down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
He is good.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Gun. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Lucky. Check safety.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Under 10.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mike 55. Gun.
On 2nd and 9. Newton being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Takk McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brady's pass.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
54. Mark 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a run with McCaffrey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness. Get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll try the air now with Newton. On the screen, this is Cannon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Let's get it.
2nd and 14.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. No game on this defense. No game. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. What is it?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Brady. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Brady. This one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Newton going to keep it himself. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
6-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 38, Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Buccaneers.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brought down by Shaq.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
5-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Newton dancing to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
20.
Newton on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
22-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Conversion.
20.
And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful.
17. Panthers 14.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Sly set to boot it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette, a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by K1 Short. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
He's brought down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Leonard Fournette.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Panthers.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. Makes a very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
52 is the mark, boy. 52. 52 is the mark. Watch right. Hey, we got to keep it stuck here, D. Shit. Bones up the head. Here we go. At 52.
Now Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
The Bucs.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Steps away to his left. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down and less than a yard.
Check 4. Gun. 55.
Newton to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
55 marker, 8. Check 3.
Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel, incomplete. It leads
here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
20.
Now it's Newton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?